Well, I think there's two threads in that question. One is about how do people impart this to someone else? And the other thread is, hey, if you're new to this, what do I do? Right? So we'll start off with, if I'm new to this, what do I do? Right? Well, it's fairly straightforward. You should go and get the instruction in how to do mindfulness awareness meditation, learn how to do it, and do it a lot, basically. Do it a lot and do it regularly and make it a part of your life. It's kind of that simple in many ways. Because from the point of view that I'm trying to sort of help people with is your life, the very life that you're leading with your children or your wife or your husband or your job, or if you're an athlete, whatever, that very life that you're leading is sacred. It's not as if like you're going to have to dedicate your life to meditation. It's that meditation wakes you up to your life. So, the issue here is not to let meditation get in the way of your life. It's a way of actually integrating it into your life so that you fully live it. So I think the challenge that you brought up is, well, where do you go get instruction, right? Find someone who's well trained, who is actually deep in their practice, who is trained in order to give the instruction, and that you are aware of the fact that they have been trained to give the instruction, and that they're there to guide you and to give you feedback and to listen to your questions. It's basic. It would be like if you wanted to learn to drive a car. You wouldn't go and just, anybody who's, hey, do you teach people to drive race cars? Oh, yeah. Well, have you ever done it before? Nah, I'm kind of starting. Oh, interesting. Did you get trained anywhere? Nah, not really. I've driven the car occasionally and I kind of like it. Well, you wouldn't, So you pay attention, find out who's well trained and receive that instruction and work with it. So hopefully that's not too overly simple, but I think it is that simple. A little more complex about if you're going to give instruction. At least in my tradition, one of the defining elements of giving instruction is, it's not the only defining, being authentic is very key. But one of the key ones is that you have some unmistakable experience of what it means to be awake. That your experience of wakefulness isn't something that you've postponed, but something that you've touched directly and embraced in some way. Some men and women I've met have embraced it in a very deep way. And I'm always very grateful for that, because they're very helpful to me personally and to others. Some of them, like myself, have kind of just maybe get a little glimpse of it. But it really doesn't matter. It's your own personal connection to this experience of being awake. And it's that ground from which you give instruction. If you give instruction from the point of view of here's a technique that you should learn in order to better yourself, or to become a better version of yourself, or to become more focused, or to do X, Y, Z, D, and E, there is a likelihood that you may impart the teaching in such a way that it could confuse the situation more than clarify it. So I'm pretty conservatively trained, so my sense is if you're going to give the instruction, you should be doing some extensive retreats. Put yourself in situations where you're practicing for long periods of time under the guidance of a well-trained teacher, so that you have confidence in your own realization before you begin to impart these instructions.